I'm Dr. Poonam Kohli. I practice pediatrics in New Delhi. In this video, I'm going to talk about vaccinations. Vaccination is a huge subject, but I'm just going to give you outline because I get a lot of queries in my clinic that doctor, how many more vaccines? Parents just want to know till what age they have to keep giving these vaccines because vaccines are expensive. But let me tell you, vaccines are made after a lot of research and they are made for life-threatening illnesses. So whichever vaccines you can get, I would recommend you should get because prevention is better than cure. So let me start with the birth vaccines. At birth, when the baby is in the hospital itself, BCG, hepatitis B and oral polio vaccine is given. The next set is at 6 weeks, 10 weeks and 14 weeks. There are 2 injections and 2 oral drops. The oral drops are oral polio drops and rotavirus vaccine. The injections are combination of 6-in-1 vaccine, which is DPT, Hib, hepatitis B, injectable polio, and pneumococcal vaccine is given at the same time. You can discuss the brands with your doctor to decide on which brand you should go for. The next set of vaccine is at 6 months. At 6 months, we give flu vaccine, which is influenza and swine flu vaccine combination. At 7 months, the second dose of influenza vaccine is given. Typhoid vaccine can be given any time after 6 months. So some doctors give it at 6, some give it at 7 months. We try to club the vaccine so that the number of visits for the patients are less. At 9 months, we give MMR, which is measles, mumps and rubella vaccine, and meningococcal vaccine, which is brain fever vaccine. Meningococcal vaccine can be given anytime after 9 months. So some doctors give it at 9 months, some give it later whenever the child comes. And a second booster dose of meningococcal has to be given after 3 months from the first dose. At 1 year of age, we give hepatitis A first dose and chickenpox. Some doctors give chickenpox at 1 year, some give it at 15 months. Both are right. So if hepatitis A alone is given, then we can give meningococcal vaccine here. Some doctors give 2 vaccines together, some give 3. It all depends on parents' comfort level, whether they want to give 2 vaccines in a day or 3 vaccines in a day. Medically, they can be given together. At 15 months, we give MMR booster, which is again measles, mumps, rubella as I mentioned, and we give pneumococcal booster vaccine. At 18 months, we give DPT, Hib and polio combination along with oral drops. And if it has been 6 months from the first hepatitis A, we can give the hepatitis A second dose here. We need minimum of 6 months to 1 year gap between 2 hepatitis A doses. Sometimes some children lag behind on their vaccines, like lately because of COVID, children were missing out on their vaccines. Doctors know how to prioritize which vaccine to give first. So there is no hard and fast rule. Doctors know the range at which the vaccines can be given, and if children have missed, how to catch up. So you have to trust your doctor. At 2 years, if you are left with any vaccine, you can give that. Otherwise, by 2 years, the annual flu shot is also due, and chickenpox second dose, some doctors are giving little earlier now. So by now you must have understood from birth to 2 years the number of vaccines. Flu vaccine is to be given annually, and up to 5 years at least one should give. After that, depends on if your child is allergic, the doctor may continue it a little longer and you can discuss that. At 4.5 to 6 years, now we have DPT and polio combination. This is the tetanus booster and which is valid for 5 years. So in between, no tetanus shots are required if your child gets any cuts or any injuries. So that one has to remember not to give tetanus shots unnecessarily. So at 5 years, the last polio drops they are given, and along with this, the chickenpox booster, if not given earlier, can be given, and MMR booster has to be given again, which is measles, mumps and rubella vaccine. At 10 years, we have to give Tdap vaccine again, which is the booster dose for tetanus, and small dose of pertussis is also added to it. So this vaccine is valid for again 5 years. In girls, cervical cancer vaccine has to be given any time after 9 years. So 9 to 14 is the age that we try to target, and most of the time when we are giving vaccines, we are trying to do general checkups also, which are very, very important. So I hope you have understood the basic outline, and I wish that you try to get these vaccines and prevent your children from all the life threatening illnesses.